I overheard my girlfriend cackling with her friends, plotting to cruelly reject me after I proposed. I bided my time, staying composed. 2 days later, she was frantically buzzing my intercom, pleading for mercy. I'm 29, male, and have been with Samantha, 27, for 3 years. Yesterday flipped my entire view of our relationship, and I'm still grappling with it. I need to vent. For background, we met at a friend's housewarming bash, moved in together last year, and things seemed idyllic. She'd been subtly pushing for marriage, sending me ring pics on social media, and chatting about dream venues. I was set to pop the question next month. Yesterday morning, I was at Brew Haven, our go-to coffee shop, tucked in a corner with my laptop, earbuds in but silent, trying to get some work done. Then I caught her familiar laugh. Samantha was there with her pals, Lisa and Tara, seated just behind me, hidden by a high booth partition. I was about to greet them when I heard my name. Samantha's voice had an edge I didn't recognize, so I stayed silent. "You're really doing it?" Lisa whispered, failing to keep her voice low. Samantha's laugh was sharp, almost vicious. "Obviously. Ethan's so predictable. I saw him browsing rings online," she said. Tara sounded hesitant. 3 years is a long con," Samantha snorted. "The lease is in his name. I've barely chipped in. And Mark's place? Way nicer. You should see his ride." My hands trembled, but I stayed still. Mark, her work buddy who'd been popping up in her posts lately. "What if Ethan doesn't propose when you think?" Lisa asked. "Oh, he will. I've got him eating out of my hand," Samantha replied smugly. "When he does, I'll let him make his big moment in front of everyone, then laugh in his face and call him a pathetic nobody. Mark's already booked us a trip to Bali the next day." They giggled, ice clinking in their drinks. "You're ruthless," Tara squealed. "What about his friends? Your mutual ones?" "They'll move on. Most are his anyway. Mark's crew is better. Better events, better contacts. Ethan's sweet, but dull. He still wears a Casio in 2025. 3 years. 3 damn years, and she'd been playing me." "When's the big day?" Lisa asked. "He loves that cheesy Italian spot, Antonio's. I'd say 2 weeks tops. I've been spamming him with pics of that emerald-cut ring from Harper's Gems." They went on about Mark, their secret meetups, how she'd been siphoning cash from our shared account. My grip tightened on my phone, but I didn't budge. I recorded every word. They left, still laughing, as I watched them climb into Samantha's car. She had no clue I'd heard it all, no clue I had it on tape. Driving home, my mind raced, plotting my next steps. Lease, accounts, evidence. Cold focus replaced the anger. That evening, when Samantha got home, I played it cool. Asked about her day, listened to her lies about brunch with the girls. She kissed me, suggested Antonio's for our anniversary. "Love that idea, babe," I said, smiling. "Let's make it special." She grinned, probably thinking her scheme was airtight. "I'll keep you posted as things unfold. For now, I've got calls to make and plans to set in motion. The next few days will be wild." Quick recap. I overheard Samantha at the cafe, scheming to humiliate me post-proposal and cheating with Mark from her office. The past week has been a whirlwind. I went full sleuth to gather proof before acting. First, I made a fake social media account following Lisa and Tara. They post everything. Within days, I had tons of screenshots of them at bars and restaurants with Samantha and Mark. In some, she's kissing him while wearing the bracelet I gave her last Valentine's. The nerve. Then, I swung by the tie joint near her office, where she's always working late on Thursdays. Sure enough, there they were, cozying up over spring rolls. I sat at the bar, sipped a drink, and recorded clips. They were too wrapped up to notice me. She was even wearing my jacket, wiping sauce off his face. The next day, I ran into Lisa at the supermarket. She looked panicked. I grinned, asked about their cafe catch-up. She stuttered, trying to bolt, but I kept her talking with innocent questions about Samantha's busy work projects. She was sweating. I upped the ante, showing her a fake ring photo from the web, saying I was planning to propose. Her face was a mess of panic. She called Samantha right after, and soon Samantha was calling me, overly sweet, asking about dinner plans. My friend Caleb, who works in a different department at her company, dug up dirt. Mark's in a messy divorce, which Samantha doesn't know about. He's been stringing her along with promises of leaving his wife. I've kept up the loving act, dropping hints about our future. She's eating it up. Yesterday, she left her phone unlocked while showering. Her texts with Lisa were open. He's so close to proposing. Mark says we'll go public after I ditch Ethan. Here's the kicker. I booked a table at that upscale steakhouse downtown for next Saturday. She thinks it's for the proposal. Her friends are set to celebrate afterward, and Mark plans to lurk at the bar to watch. They're in for a surprise. I've been quietly moving my stuff out. Nothing she'd notice yet. The ring box I'm bringing? It's stuffed with their texts, photos, and a note for her. Keeping up the act is tough. Every time she talks about our future, I want to confront her. But watching her think she's winning while I'm planning her downfall, it's poetic. My hands shake typing this, not from grief, but from the thrill. Saturday's coming. I've got evidence, witnesses, and a clean exit ready. She thinks she's the star of her little drama, but she's about to find out she's the villain. Stay tuned for the fallout. Thanks for the support. Yes, I've backed up all evidence multiple times. I'm not taking chances. Many asked about Mark's wife. She's getting the full scoop, too. She deserves the truth as much as I do. Last night was insane, and I'm still reeling. Thanks for the encouragement. It kept me grounded. I reserved a spot at La Trattoria for 7:30 p.m., a nice Italian place Samantha had been hinting at. Her friends Lisa and Tara were there, ready to film her big moment. Caleb was at the bar, per our plan. I wore the gray suit she always loved, picked her up at 7, and she was radiant, checking her phone constantly, probably updating Mark and her friends. I smiled, recalling her cruel laughter about humiliating me. By dessert, she was antsy, likely expecting the proposal. I stood up, not for a ring, but with my wine glass. "A toast," I announced, loud enough for nearby tables. Samantha beamed. Lisa was filming. To Samantha, I began, my partner for 3 years. Then I dropped the bomb. "Who's been seeing Mark from finance for 8 months?" Her smile vanished. I played the cafe recording. "I'll crush him after he proposes. Mark and I have a getaway planned." Her face went pale. Lisa and Tara froze. "Funny thing," I continued, "Mark never mentioned he's married, did he?" Samantha shot up, spilling her wine. "You bastard! You tricked me!" she shrieked. The restaurant went silent. "No, you tricked yourself. I just chose not to be your fool." I turned to her friends. "Did you know she planned to shame me, or were you just cheering her on?" Tara teared up. Lisa tried to defend her. "You don't get it." "I get it," I cut in. "Check your phones. I sent you her texts with Mark, bragging about using me. Samantha lunged for my phone, but Caleb stepped in. Don't, he warned. She screamed, You ruined my life. The manager intervened as she ranted about my betrayal. Ironic. Caleb handled the bill while she was escorted out, still yelling. Tara stayed back, looking ill. I didn't know, she said. She said you were toxic, that she needed an escape. Her phone showed Samantha's lies, painting me as the bad guy. Outside, Samantha was sobbing on the curb, likely calling Mark. Good luck, I said. His wife knows everything. Lisa tried to console her, but backed off when she saw me. How could you? Samantha whimpered. You didn't love me, I said. You loved what I could provide. I drove off. She blew up my phone all night. Threats, then pleas. I blocked her. This morning, word spread. She showed up at Mark's place at midnight, causing a scene. His wife called the police. Samantha's trying to spin it in our friend group chats, but the screenshots and recording are out there. No one's buying her story. I should feel guilty for how public it got, but after her plan to humiliate me, this feels like justice. Caleb's taking me for drinks tonight to unwind. My hands still shake, but I'm free. I can finally breathe. Her stuff's boxed up. Her cousin's picking it up tomorrow. I'm done dealing with her. Thanks for the support. No, I'm not ready to date your sister-cousin friend. I need time alone. It's been 2 months since the restaurant showdown and the chaos hasn't stopped. You've been asking for updates, so here's the full scoop. After Samantha's intercom meltdown, I woke up to 50 missed calls and a barrage of texts, threats mixed with groveling. Here's the twist. Mark's wife works in a different department at their company. Someone, not me, emailed her their entire chat history. The fallout was explosive. Mark got sacked for dating a subordinate against company rules. Samantha was fired too after flipping a table in the office and screaming about me ruining her life. Caleb, my inside guy, said security dragged her out while she ranted. Those screenshots of her bragging about manipulating me, they accidentally hit our friend group's chat. Samantha's lies, calling me controlling and abusive, fell apart. She showed up at our usual bar trying to spin her story, but Lisa stood up and called her pathetic. Samantha threw a drink, got banned, and ended up sobbing in the parking lot. The apartment mess sealed her fate. She'd given notice at her place, expecting to move in with me. Now she's on her cousin's sofa, jobless, with no one willing to house her. Last week, she showed up at my work, screaming that I owed her for 3 years. My team filmed it. The video's gone viral locally. Here's the best part. I used the ring money for a solo beach trip. Posted pics online. Samantha flipped, texting me that it was our money. Then I met Lauren. She's independent, drama-free, and laughed off Samantha's latest rant about me. When Samantha tried messaging her with warnings, Lauren sent back the parking lot meltdown video and blocked her. I'm smitten. Samantha's parents, who treated me like their own, called to apologize, mortified. Her mom was in tears, saying they raised her better. Their church group's seen the videos. Samantha's now jobless, friendless, and moving back with her parents. Her reputation's toast. All her own doing. I'm thriving with Lauren, feeling better than ever. Karma hit Samantha hard, but she earned it. Thanks for the support. Lauren and I are great. No, I haven't heard from Mark's wife, but she cleaned him out in the divorce. Samantha's still trying fake accounts to reach me. It's just pathetic now. No, I'm not sharing the meltdown videos. This isn't about dragging her further. She's done that herself. Ex planned to humiliate me, lost her job, friends, and respect. I'm happier than ever with someone new. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more.